Hi guys, back again. This time it's for to show you a new project that I'm proper stoked about. Uh, it's like was a passion I had since a kid, and I had a neighbour called Terry who was studying to be an archaeologist, and this lad taught us all about uh, this period, and it's the period of the Greeks. So what I've got here is one of my early books. I've got like earlier ones. I mean, you're going back late 70s, early 80s. Uh, these are probably from about 82, 81, 82. These ones. I've got some earlier ones that are falling apart there now. And yeah, it was great to have someone introduce us to the world of the Greeks, the Macedonians, and the Romans, and tell us all about the battles and the stories. And as a kid, I'm very impressionable, and you just love it. And then you realise there's nothing but Atlantic Greeks, and that's all there was. Tiny little 1/72nd scale, and they were really more like from the 60s. They look like 60s sort of figures, not like the real life ones that you were looking at the books. And you had to make do, and there wasn't many of them. It's not till like now, present the past, like, was it 15 years, maybe more, that I've started to produce like Greek figures. And I'm probably buzzing about it. Anyway, this is one of the early ones. Don't think any copyright infringements, but look, what I'm doing is looking for a battle scene in it. I'm sure there's one. So yeah, there's that one. Show a good picture. And then you've got stuff like that, hoplite against a cavalryman. His waiting helmet, or whatever you call it. Yeah, influenced a lot by these. This was another one. He was younger. I think that's the canny one straight away there. I mean, look at that. Pictures like that. It just blows your mind. And then at the time, you couldn't get figures like that, in the late 70s, 80s. There's some metal ranges, I think, where I wasn't aware of them then, I had a couple of metal Napoleonic, 25mm Napoleonics, but nothing like this, Uh, later on, a bit more serious, got into the reading the world of Athens. This might have been 1990 or something. And I learned about the Peloponnesian War. But prior to that, my mate Terry, he had the book of, is it Thucydides, on the Peloponnesian War. And I think it was a Penguin classic, one of them, or a Penguin one, and I just wore the pages out, I haven't got it anymore, but I'll get it again. Jumping forward, this is the guy, Peter Connolly. His illustrations are absolutely fantastic, I'll have a look. Quick look. And yeah, I don't want to show too much off because I don't want to get wrong. Just a good picture there. In a second. Well, here's one of all types of Greek helmets, The manufacturer, I'm going to show you, supplies a certain amount on the sprues, and you can get a few fractions from it, from the Peloponnesian leagues. Not all of them. I wish they would have done all of them, but since the manufacturer I went with, you've got Vitrix, who went a bit further, with an entirely different scale. Vitrix, I like heroic scale. Right, where is it? I mean, this book goes into everything, all the dress of the hoplites. Love it. That one. And then we've got your bog standard Osprey ones. That one, I'm just recently getting that one. Spartans, read that, just finished that. Brutal, proper brutal guys, you know. While like the Spartans and all that, you know, it's the same as like when people say they want to be Viking and Greek, they want to be a Spartan. Believe me, if you read this up on the Spartans, you wouldn't want to have been a Spartan, you know. And the essential histories, I haven't read that through that one yet. I'm not sure it'll jog my memory of the Peloponnesian Wars, and that's my reading material. I've got quite a bit more. So what I wanted to try and do was not 100% a gamer, but I can solo game, you know. Base me project on something. So that's my Hail Caesar book. I think I got that in 2011, and this rules as I've seen people play them with the Greeks on these, you know. This is adapted great for it. Solo campaigning. I picked up that book. Tony Bath's, these are brilliant. These are the sort of things that you like tinkered on when you were a kid, making up games yourself, you know, with your little 1/72 airfix and all that, you know. Goes into everything. Economy, everything. So if you're solo gaming yourself, you know. And what I've done is I bought myself a map of ancient Greece at the time that I'm interested in, you know, and it's got the states and all that. So when that comes, like, I'll probably get it blown up. What I've also done is started me reading online, and obviously Wikipedia, start with that, you know, and the Kane League. I've got all the information there. I've been reading through that, and I'm starting with the very top state, Achaia, obviously in the northern Peloponnese. Lacedaemon was Sparta at the south, but this was the northmost of, I would say, western Greece, because Attica is eastern Greece, where Athens is. And Thucydides said, I think it was 12 cities had pledged warriors to one of the battles, you know. So I had a look through, you know. I think I got 13. So each one of these, you know, has little bits of information, little nuggets on them for a campaign. I'll read through these and I'll see what I can pick up, because the idea is to do a 24-man unit for each one, which will be like phalanx, hoplite phalanx from each one, and then you'll have mercenaries from there, and of course, like the Spartans had helots to draw from. Yeah, and what I can do is, and I've started doing it, is make little policies, little city states. Basically, this is what these all were. These were just little policies within a country, like a region in Greece. And 9 times out of 10, they were like knocking the crap out of each other, which makes it great if you're like a war gamer, you know. But even like painting's going to be exciting, you know. But so like they were fighting amongst each other mainly, and then when time come, they clubbed together and they kind of submitted a phalanx or two, you know, of hoplites to go and fight, whether it be against like another state or the northern states, Persians. They did it. Right, so how far did I go? Right, so on eBay, I got myself the Greek Start Army, Hail Caesar by Warlord Games. These are the Greeks. People tend to not use these because they say they're not detailed, you know, but I kind of like the size. I like the normal size. I don't like the heroic size. if you're painting, there's not the greatest detail, but it's enough, you know. And I got this box set, and put it aside, and the Spartans one. And it was just over 100 quid for the two of them, so it's not bad when they're like about 80 or 90 quid new, you know. And I've got everything in them. So I'll be mainly using them ones first because IKEA, I'm doing first in their states. So like I'll be doing 12, 13 groups of hoplites, 24 men. Right, so how far do I do testers? I always do testers on figures. So the figures, I had bought a box each singly about 2012, I think. I'm not too sure when they come out. It might have been about then. And I bought a box of Spartans and a box of the Greeks. And this is the first one I had done. Picture, again, closer up there. I've improved a little bit since then, you know. I mean, this was the first hoplite and I'd done one out of 2 boxes and just left it and never bothered, you know. No idea why. Because now I've got them there now, I'm proper buzzing about a whole lot. And a project, well happy about it, you know. Right, so I started now. This is how I can paint them now. I think there's a slight improvement. Let's see. Bit more details I've got, bit more shadings. Used lightening the bronze up with a few shades. What I'll do is the transfers you've got, like I'm just looking in the boxes. Put this aside. Get the transfers out. I know they all had individual shields. A lot of them, except Sparta, who had that like A shape, you know. What I was thinking about doing is for each state, find out what the emblem is or closest to it, and use a transfer for it. And then when I run out of them, I'll just have to paint them on, you know, freehand. And I know like Argos kind of use these ones, the Argives use the Gorgons. I'm not too sure what Kia used, the Kians. But I'll find out, you know, by reading them wiki articles, what the national emblems were. Right, there's another one. Get a good light on that. No, a dog again. Never mind. But that's I think I've improved slightly. It's hard to tell on that, like. But the Mediterranean mix, I've made that up myself, you know. I've made it sand, static grass, rubble. Yep, absolutely love them, buzzing about them. I haven't actually got any Vitric ones, but I've looked online, I can see that they're like a lot bigger, like. And this one was just a normal hoplite. And normal reserve guy, he hasn't got the armour on. I was basing them on like a Spartan one, but no, absolutely. This Pelos helmet, at one of the stages, was used because it's diverted from a felt hat, Pelos. And the Pelos, they used to wear them underneath the helmets. I think at some point some guy just says, yeah, for a laugh I'm going to make one of the bronze, yeah, like, and he's probably turned up for battle with his son and saying, what are you going to do with that? Cook some veg in it or carry some fish in it. No, I'm going to fight with it on, and he's done it and it's stuck. Good on him. Because that, compared to that, the Corinthian helmet, there's a lot of work on that Corinthian helmet. And I think eventually what happened is, because I couldn't hear out the side, there's no slots for the ears, and the vision wasn't poured, they kind of just done away with them. And they weren't as reverent, you know. But right, as far as the polishes go, right, so I like my model making, I like building stuff, painting stuff. I started on some houses, so what I've got is these. I've put on like 5 houses, start off in polish. So here we go. Pretty generic ones, you know. So what I've got is like, I think it's 6mm board, foam board. Yeah, I'll have to get some more of that. Kitchen roll, bits of wood, you know. Cardboard, painted terracotta. That's just guesswork, painting that white with the doors. I've got to pick these out in bronze. These is wooden lats glued together with pins in, so they look like bolts, which gives them that little Greek villa look, you know. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing them, you know. I was buzzing. I thought, well, yeah, this is within the realms of my abilities to do stuff like this, you know. And for scale, I think I got the scale right. Yep. So I'll probably have is like, if I do a solo game, I can have a polish. If someone wants to attack, I do like a siege or something, or attack a polish like London. I mean, they eventually had a wall around that town centre temple, then they had another wall, and they were protected where folk could go into if they were invaded, you know, and which created part of the city state, this policy, you know. And they had their own troops of hoplites, and they would just send them out, you know. People would raid each other all the time. They would nick our crops or steal our goats, their cattle, whatever. And it was a constant state of warfare. And then they probably didn't fight in the winter. I think there was a season, and it was mainly the summer, you know. But what's them? What's me houses? I've got templates to go off, so I can just replicate these. Maybe just paint some designs on them, Greek designs. So I started a temple for the centre of the polis. I haven't finished it. Get it yet? I mean, this is a day build. This built in a day. It's just like foam board, 15mm figure on the top, like Hercules, finial. Didn't have to be fantastic, you know. I've got the bronze work to paint on there. A couple of solder wire knockers. Yeah. And this is the project I'm going to be doing from now on. And proper buzzing about it. What I'll do is I'll still got to show off the rest of the work to catch up on. And you'll see what I've been up to. Hopefully you'll like it. Still got my colonial stuff to show. And then when I get parts of this done, like my batches of 24 and all that, you know, and whatever city state it is, whatever policy it is, I'll just show you it. And the 24-man unit, you know. And there we go. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. I mean, everyone's got their projects that they love and are passionate about. I mean, mine has been ancient Greece for a long time. I've neglected it. I've had the stuff there. I bought more stuff. I'll buy even more stuff. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, all my new subscribers. And here's the next video. See you later. Bye bye.